I'm on a Sony lot.
It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. For some, the final chapter of the season. For others, a final week before the playoffs. And we're off in Week 18. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Play action now, Burrow. And his first pass falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And this run is stopped after getting up past the 35. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
3rd and short, it's Burrow. Complete beyond the marker. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Burrow out of the shotgun. Connection made with his running back down the middle. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals take a 6-0 lead right away. So that right there, exactly what you're looking for in the opening drive of a game.
And these opening drives are tone setters. You come over effect, Kate, but here they were sharp, they were crisp, and they grabbed the early lead.
So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive, 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. His first throw is an interception. Darion Kendrick with the pick. And the Bengals take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. What a call for their first pass of the game. It would have been a big hitter if they completed it, Brock, but just not the right touch on that football, and it ends with an interception.
You could just tell these cover guys, they've been waiting for their first chance to go get some work done in this one. They did their homework, number 1. And number 2, Kate, as Russell Wilson loves to say, the separation was in the preparation.
Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Burrow to the air now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Third and long. Here's Burrow. He puts some power on a deep one left. And he's there to send that one away incomplete.
I don't fault that look at all, kick downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. That punt ends up a 36-yard kick. And the Rams will take possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Making the tackle there, Joey Bosa. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 23. Completed over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Throwing now on 1st down. Dump off caught by his back. And he rocks the tackler. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Throwing from the gun here. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the tackle at the 38. They gain 14 on the play. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Here's a give up the middle. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here's 2nd and 7. Hits his running back. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Play action on 1st down. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Play with me, but I still gamble with it. We beat a regular fool, we take off on the landing strip. Know that you like money. Here we go. Roll. Hey, check that. Straight.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Joshua Purdy on for the field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
Slide's kick is up and good. And that cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Bigsby. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. From the 37. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on to a well-placed hit like that one.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Here we go.
Throwing is Burrow. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They give up the gut to Bigsby. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 46. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. Just a field goal separates these two. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They're stuck behind the sticks on 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Couldn't find Jamar Chase on that throw. So that brings up 4th and long. The Bengals send out the punting unit. The Rams have Tutu Atwell deep to return. And this is a worm burner. He did not hit that one well. And they down this one right at the 25-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, off play action. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Remain Pratt with the play defensively.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
From the 31. This is hauled in by Atwell. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it brings up an LA first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Lone back gets the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Now he'll throw off the play fake. He's got it inside the 25. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Give him 32 on that play. And the Rams are going to have a first down. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. They're down to their final one in this half. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Got to him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, it's so common that we talk about quarterbacks flushing a negative play, but defenses have to do the same thing as well. When you give up a big play, you got to regroup, you got to calm yourself, and you got to know it's all about the next play. And delivering a sack like that certainly helps.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Looking for a throw here. Finds him over the middle. And they can't jump to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Give him 24 on that play. And now they have a first and goal.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Slot man in motion right. And that play is brought to a halt, so you're going to say at the 5-yard line. Give him 4 on that play, so now they've got second and goal.
Receivers running the ball, well, that's become commonplace in the NFL now, and that includes down here in the red zone. In close, a lot less space to work with. You really love your most elusive players to get their hands on the ball.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Rams take a second quarter lead. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Another carry for him. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
This game has evolved so much over the years, but there's just certain times, there's certain moments, some flashes of greatness like that, that you see Dick Buckets, that you see Jack Lambert, that you see Mike Singletary. These middle linebackers stuffing a run. This guy in particular, like the greats used to do.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
Burrow setting to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. A quick 3 plays, Brock, and we have arrived at 4th down just like that as he comes through with some contact to break up what looked like a catch.
Hey, guess what, Kate? These guys aren't getting paid by the down defensively. They want to get themselves off the field in as few snaps as possible, and there was no way they were letting this drive extend beyond a 3 and out.
And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And they're going to take over possession. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. On the move, headed right. Now he takes it.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that 1st down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the first down.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Rams in possession. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 29. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Puka Nacua, the target on that throw. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. It's a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
They go play action on 1st. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 18 at the 38-yard line.
Trying again following the sack. Completed to his running back. And he goes out a little short of the 40. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
They're going play action. He rolls to his right. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. He's dropping back to throw. He's on the move. On the move, looking deep. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. Jordan Battle with the INT. And the Bengals get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
On 1st down, here's Burrow. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. T. Higgins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. T. Higgins, the intended receiver. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Looking to throw. this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. Looking for his wide receiver there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. 2-2 Atwell, now to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Back to the well again. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again. Offense in the hurry up here. Back-to-back carries here. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They give it to him again. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
And the Bengals bring it out a 5th DB. They're in the nickel, 3rd down. They'll throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
To throw here on 1st down. Forced out to his right. He just throws this one away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Here's a throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Setting up a throw. Finds the in route complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one goes for 25 yards. And it brings up an LA first down. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Burrow out of the shotgun. He connects with his back deep down the middle. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals start the second half with some needed points. That is as efficient as an offense can be. 1 play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
And they get the 2-point conversion. Nice catch in the end zone there. They're back within a field goal now. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Atwell now to return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And that's out of bounds all the way across the 45, very nearly to midfield.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. Breaks through, and he might break away. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Escapes the pocket. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Throw on third down. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They'll run here on first down. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Still on the move, coming to the line for first and 10. Plowing up the middle. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Stop made by Sam Hubbard. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Man in motion here. From the 21. It is Cup, left side. And he's able to get this down to the 13. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it brings up an LA first down.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
On first down, they'll run. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. The give now out of the shotgun. And he's got a chunk of yards as we've reached the end of 3. Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's Rams ball. We'll see if they can hang on to this lead till the end. One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches.
Let's go.
He'll try to do it himself. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
It's about the simplest play in the playbook, and they execute it like it was drawn up. That push gets them the first down.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Hits the end zone for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams make it a 9-point advantage. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot, but on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you could strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating. And yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
That one splits the uprights. And And the Rams make it a 10-point ball game. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Burrow from the gun. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, well, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Here we go.
Throwing is Burrow. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, the defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating third and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Third and long. Here's Burrow. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment, Brock, but he bobbled it and drops it. Couldn't find Jamar Chase on that throw. And that brings up fourth and long. Trying for it with Burrow. He finds him beyond the marker. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Working quickly here. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jump the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Here's Burrow. This is hauled in by T. Higgins. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll be first down, Bengals. New set of downs for him at the 38.
Here we go.
To throw again, it's Burrow. That's brought in by McLaughlin. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. First down, Burrow to throw. Brought in by Chase near the sideline. And he takes this down to the 10 before hitting the sideline. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down. From the red zone now. Rolling left, buying some time. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, the secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he fought the good fight there just to make it back to the line. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Chased out to his right. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And it pulls them back within one score here in the fourth.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. And this is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You've got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Handoff on 2nd and short. Give him 13 on that play. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. They get an even 10 on that play. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Handoff to the back. Into the 2nd level past the 30. And he has it almost to the red zone down at the 21-yard line. It's a 21-yard gain. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
It's the 2-minute warning here in LA. Rams leading by 7. Second down now, 7 to go. Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. Another carry for him. And he found some running room for a nice gain. He gets him 9 yards, and that brings up 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll send him up the middle. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. Cardi now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Rams double their lead to 14. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Burrow. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you're on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just sling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, you take a huge negative sack like that. Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Rams have it now on his 8th pick of the year. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
All right, one more snap to play here. Wow, they're going to pass it here. And it's incomplete, but hey, who cares? They've got the lead, and we are out of time in this one. So make a check in that win column for the Rams. And they snag some much-needed momentum to end the regular season as they start looking ahead to their wild card contest next week. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. The Rams are winners as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.